All right, this tutorial is on how to make mole conversions, specifically going from a number of moles to a number of particles, or from a number of particles to a number of moles. All right, to make these conversions, you're going to need the following two conversion factors. 1 mole is equal to 6.022 times 10 to the 23rd particles, or you can flip it and have 6.022 times 10 to the 23rd particles per 1 mole. When we talk about particles, it can be any kind of particle, any item. So you can have a mole of just about anything, but in chemistry, we're going to limit our discussion of, when we say particles, to atoms, molecules, or formula units. And just so that they're clear, or you're clear, a molecule is anything that's covalently bonded, and a formula unit is anything that's ionically bonded. So these conversions are single-step conversions when you go from, say, a mole to a particle, or from a particle back to a mole. And you're going to use this general setup for single-step conversions. So first, you are, in a question, going to be given a number with a unit. You start with the given here. And then you're going to multiply it by a conversion factor. So this is where your conversion factor is going to come in. Your conversion factor, you're going to set it up so that the units on the given is on the bottom. So whatever unit was on your given is going to go on the bottom of your conversion factor. And the unit that the question's asking you to convert to, that's going to go on the top. And then you'll fill in the numbers. So let's do a quick example. So in this question, I am given a whole bunch of information, and so I want to sort through the information. So the question is asking me how many silver atoms are in 5.2 moles. So 5.2 moles is your given, and the number of silver, or the number of atoms, is what you want. So we're going to set our question up with this little template. So what we were given is 5.2 moles. And then what we want, the units we want to convert that to, are atoms, which means we want to get rid of moles. So that's why we're going to put the units that are on our given, which is moles, on the bottom. And then we're going to fill in from the correct conversion factor. And so when we look up here, the correct conversion factor is you want particles, which could be atoms, molecules, or formula units, on top. So particles on top and moles on the bottom. This. So once you have this set up, you can cancel the moles, and then you're left with atoms as your unit, and then it becomes a matter of just multiplying 5.2 by 6.022 times 10 to the 23rd, and you end up with this answer, 3.1 times 10 to the 24th, and then of course atoms is the unit that didn't cancel. Let's do another. All right, in this one, we are going to go moles, or we are asked how many moles are in 1.3 times 10 to the 25th oxygen molecules. So this right here is what we were given. So this is our given, and we're asked to find moles. So we're going to set it up with our little template where what we were given is 1.3 times 10 to the 25th molecules, and you're going to put molecules on the bottom because you want it to be the same unit as what's on your given, and then what you want is moles, so that's going to go on the top. And then you just need to fill in the numbers. So remember, 1 mole is equal to 6.022 times 10 to the 23rd molecules. And then it just becomes a matter of crossing out the molecules. You'll be left with moles, and your answer to this, if you were to work this out, would be 22 moles. We did a bunch of these in class today, so I'm not going to do any more examples. You will want to watch the next video, though, on how to do a different kind of conversion. So that concludes this short little tutorial on how to convert between moles and number of particles.